The destination of these European expeditions? The Taklamakan Desert in today's China. It's the second largest sand desert in the world and seals off the gigantic empire from the west. The most famous trade route in the world used to lead through this wasteland, the Silk Road. All the way into the Middle Ages, there was trade flourishing between China and the West. From the old capital Xi'an, this connection extended all the way to the Mediterranean. The researchers are fortunate that it leads right through the desert. The dry climate has perfectly preserved plenty of evidence, a treasure room for foreign researchers. Lecoq reaches the Taklamakan in November 1904. He's convinced that here in the desert, he will find clues pointing to the Greeks. There's a story circulating among the local helpers that Lecoq employs. They talk about a secluded temple. Allegedly, a monk has discovered an ancient library containing hundreds of precious writings, hundreds of kilometers through the desert. It's an arduous journey, incredible exertions for everyone on his team, but it's worth it. After weeks of walking across the desert, they finally reach their goal, the Temple of Dunhuang. A single monk guards the deserted complex. The lonesome monk is afraid of the strangers. To this day, he's not shown his discovery to anyone. Stein tries to persuade him for days. Then Stein offers money. A ridiculous sum from his perspective, but a small fortune for the monk. Finally, he agrees. And the rumor is true. There really is a library. Thousands of documents are stored here. More than 1,000 years ago, they were immured in order to protect them from wars. That is why they survived. Stein can hardly believe his luck. Incredible bibliophilic treasures right there in front of him. His most precious find? A copy of the Diamond Sutra, dating back to 868. In the early 20th century, it was considered the oldest printed book in the world. It's a block print. In Europe, this technique arises 400 years later. The sutra is an example of China's highly developed cultural techniques. Specialists are speculating to this day whether block print could have made its way from here to Europe. Stein's discovery makes history. If block print really does originate in China, there must have been cultural exchange between China and the West.